Hey, this is College Talk TV, and I'll be talking about the PS3 and the 360. It's a comparison video. No disrespect for people who just like one way more than the other one. I preferably like the PS3, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. Actually, on both systems, I have about 80 games for the PS3 and about maybe 30 for the 360. And with their processors, they're almost the same. The PS3 is a little bit faster. I mean, some people want to say, "Oh, it's just so much faster." Maybe you play games for a very long time, you really can't tell the difference. I mean, and then the PS3 also has a Blu-ray player or a Blu-ray disc drive. You can play Blu-ray movies. I haven't really bought any Blu-ray movies, but I do have. I do like have files that are Blu-ray on my hard drives, and let's see what else. Oh, in the 360, the the thing that's probably better than the PS3, and most people want to say this anyways, is the internet or the online. I would say is a lot better. You can actually chat with people who you're not playing a game with. I find that some sort of better than the PS3, which from when I used it for, it's just I think you only chat with people that are in your that are playing the game with you currently right now. Games wise, the PS3 has Metal Gear Solid, Little Big Planet Resistance, MotorStorm, Killzone 2, and Infamous, which are all exclusives. And then the 360 has the Halo series and Ninja Gaiden and Fable, Gears of War 2, and Splinter Cell. Um, and I mean, I have a decent number of exclusives for both systems. So, and that's sort of the reason I buy both of them. I'm fortunate enough for that. Uh, what else? Oh, and when it comes to media and watching movies, I used to always say the PS3 was a lot better, but since they have the, I think it's called Cinemax, and that sort of sucks because it stops your movie when in the middle of watching it. The 360 doesn't do that, and I mean, I still like use both systems to watch movies because some file formats won't work with both systems. Like I don't think you can have. I don't want to go into detail, but it's just some files that you can't use on either system or one or the other systems, and so I use the other system. I usually just use the PS3 because I like their video player a lot more. It's like just seamlessly built into it. And I like the 360, we have to actually like scroll all the way down and search for it, which sort of sucks. And then another, but the even though the online is better, you do have to pay for it with the 360, which sort of sucks. I mean, you have to pay like $60 a month, or I mean $60 a year. Sorry, for the gold membership, and also you can't have any apps on your 360 if you don't have it. That includes like Netflix, which you already pay for, or like Amazon Video. Like these are things that you pay for already, and you can't access through your system, which sort of sucks. I mean, and then the PS3 is everything's free, and then they have like if you're sort of like a second world fan or something, they have something called Home, where you can actually meet other players and discuss games while having your own avatar, which I played around with it a little bit, but it sort of got boring. It's like The Sims. I mean, after a while, it just seems like sort of minute to just do for a long period of time. Um, oh, in 360, it's a little bit louder. I would say, yeah, very much louder. The fan. I mean, even though they fixed the problems from for the most point with the Red Ring of Death, the fan on the top of the Slim 360 is just very like just loud. And I mean, if you have your game on low, you can hear it. So that's something else you have to look out for. Um, I mean, and also, uh, let's say sometimes you can brush up against your system and it can open. I mean, I never do it. I mean, I did it like once or twice, but other than that, I mean, it doesn't really happen. But if you're like, have a lot of people over and it's, the 360s close by a lot of people, someone might, like brush on by and maybe open your game when you're playing it. And then, oh yeah, the 360, the game's scratched up a lot quicker, so you have to be very careful with that. I mean, even like little bumps onto a table where 360 located will like scratch it up. So I never that hasn't happened to me, but I mean, I'm very like careful when I'm playing my games on the 360. The PS3 is a little bit more durable. Um, I really can't talk on their motion, like the PS3 Move and the Connect, because I don't really get down with jumping around when I'm playing video games. But other than one more thing before I go, this is also a big money saver because you don't have to actually have you don't have to pay for batteries. Because this already comes, in the box controller that you plug in with a mini USB and it charges it. Like instead of like with the 360, it comes with the wireless one, but you actually keep swapping out batteries, and batteries can get a little expensive, and that can sort of suck when you play games for a very long time. I mean, I got the plug and play, but that's garbage. So I got a wired controller to play with my 360 and games on my PC, which I'm starting to like, be more of a PC gamer now. But yeah, that's just my take on it. I mean, I like both systems. I like the PS3 a little bit more, probably because I had a PlayStation 1 when I was, I think, maybe 98, 99. I'm like 20 now. So, I mean, I had a PlayStation 1 when I was like 5 or 6, 7 years old. So, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like I'm just like brand loyalty, but I just had a PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, Sony PSP, and I'm just a big Sony fan. I had an Xbox, and like a couple years after I got a PS2, and I mean, I liked the Xbox, and I got the 360, and I got 2 Red Rings of Death. So I mean, you just got it. But and I'm also looking forward for the new next gen systems. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Like, subscribe, comment, and have a nice day.